is one of the most important factors to consider when starting your livestock farm. It is also no secret that it can take up to 70% of your budget regarding the whole establishment of your livestock farm. How then do we ensure that we put certain measures in place to minimize the cost incurred in feed alone, and also in putting up the infrastructure of your farm? Do you incorporate a nutrition plan into the very design of your farm? These and many more are what we are going to delve deeply into in this particular discussion today, and you don't want to miss it. If you also don't subscribe to Farming in Africa on our YouTube page, on our Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, whenever we bring you educative content like this, you're going to miss out. Let's do this together.
Hello, you're welcome to Sementia Farms, and my name is Godfred. Today we are going to talk about the paddock system. So the paddock system is a grazing system that is put in place to ensure that your grasses grow very well and also prevent bacterial infection. If you look at our paddocks, you can see that we've demarcated them. We have about 7 paddocks in place that we allow the goats to go into graze when it's grown for them. So what we do is we allow them to go graze from the first one. So they graze from the first one for about 30 days. That's the maximum that they can spend in one paddock, right? So once they are done with that, they move to the second one. And that also, they spend about 30 days there. We also rest the first one for about 60 days. The reason we do that is when the goats go on into the grasses to eat, they poop, they urinate. When they poop, their poops decompose and then they start developing ticks and then worms. How does these worms develop? So with the worms, it comes in 3 stages. We have the L1, the L2, and then the L3. The L1, which is the larvae 1, and then the larvae 2, actually feed on the bacteria in the manure, which is their poop. So when they feed and then they poop, and it rains, their poop starts to decompose, and with that the L1 and the L2 will feed on that. When it feeds on that, it then comes onto the grass. When it comes onto the grass, that's when the L3 stage starts to form. So when it comes onto the grass and then the goats go inside the paddock to graze on that, then they take in the worms and then the ticks. So you don't want the animals to take these worms and then the ticks from the paddock. So what you have to do is you rest these paddocks for about 60 days so that by the time they go all over, so here we have about 7 paddocks. By the time they finish the 7th one and they come back, the first one is rested and then the grass has grown back for them to come graze on it again. So that's how the paddock system here at the farm actually works. So in the paddocks, what you can do is you can plant any grass that you get, but for here we plant the SF01, which is a Sementia grass, because of its advantages that we have tried and it works very well for us. So one is this grass is very nutritious for your animals. It contains up to about 18% of protein, and also it's also drought resistant. It means in the dry season this grass doesn't die, it doesn't dry off, but rather the rate at which it grows in the rainy season drops. What you can do is you can irrigate these grasses so that they can grow for as forage for your animals. So that's the advantage of the Sementia grass. And as you can see, these grasses that is there, we've left it just about for 3 weeks. We are in the rainy season, so it rains a lot, and now it's growing very well for us. So paddock system is very important even before you start building your housing for the goats.
My name is Suresh. I am from India. Past 3 years I am following Farming in Africa channel. This is very nice channel for farming and animal rearing. Please share and subscribe and comment, and please follow all social media, Facebook, Instagram and YouTube.
So what you can do is before you start building or planning on your farm, you have to start planting these grasses so that they can serve as feed. That will save you costs, because by the time they come back, naturally these grasses will grow. You don't have to buy any fertilizer or anything for them. While the soil is good for plantation, then it means the grass is able to survive on the grasses for a very long time. The paddock system is very important. As a beginner farmer, if you are into goat farming already, you can still plant the grasses for your animals to go graze on it.
And what I love about the paddock system is how it adds to the aesthetic look of your farm. There is this beauty and orderliness it gives it. Like Godfred rightly mentioned, we have about 7 and more paddocks all around the farm. And it's beautiful to see how when the animals are released from their pens, the order in which they move to the particular pasture or paddock we are using for that period is beautiful. It helps you to make efficient use of your land, because if you know how goats especially feed, if you don't do this paddock system we are talking about, they would scatter the feed at your pasture for you. They bite here, leave it, come here, leave that, move south, east, west, all over the place. But like I said, having this system ensures some orderliness, which leads to some accountability, because then you are able to find out, oh, this is the particular paddock they grazed on within this period, and this issue happened. So now can we focus on that, identify what went wrong, and how to treat it? This paddock system is a non-negotiable when it comes to efficient feeding at any livestock farm.
Also, these paddocks that we have, it depends on the number of animals on your farm. So with ours, this is just about 30 by 140 feet paddocks that we have. If you have more animals over 100, then it means you have to do more than what we have. You can do like 50 by 100, you can do 100 by 100 as one paddock. Then you can have many paddocks as well that can help you with in terms of parasite control, and also, as Nadia said, also allows the grasses to grow back as well. So that's a point that helps very well in paddock systems in livestock farming.
If you want to avoid unplanned pregnancies at your livestock farm, unwanted pregnancies, haphazard breeding cycle at your farm, this system is one way to ensure that you don't encounter those. Because guess what? Assuming you have even just 2 paddocks, you separate the females from the males. Males feed in this paddock today, females move to the other paddock. No unnecessary crossbreeding. Once again, this system, I love the orderliness it brings to the operations at your farm. Hi, Godfred.
Hello, Nadia.
So would you tell any upcoming livestock farmer that regardless of the land they have, the size of the land they have, they can still practice this paddock system?
Yes, you can still practice this, because feeding, as you said, is one of the most important aspects in livestock farming.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure you have these paddock systems in place, because when your goods go out grazing, you are not really sure of what they are eating, but once you have this paddock system, it's fenced.
Yes.
You know that they are eating from this side.
Yes.
If there is a problem, you know that this paddock is what is causing this.
Yes.
But if they are randomly grazing, you will not be able to determine what is causing the problem on your farm.
Ooh, I love that, and I believe we've said it all today. I actually would love to see pictures of your own paddock system at your farm in the comment section. If you are even yet to establish your own farm, put something on paper, okay? I really want to see your plan on paper under the comment section. All the way from the Sementia Learning and Development Farm, telling you how much we love what we do. It is all love from here. Till we meet again, it's what?